Hey y'all, welcome to another segment of KAG Television. This is your host, KAG. Now today's segment, which is going to be a mini segment, a topic is hard to talk about, but it need to be addressed in mental health in today's world of what's trending, is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, why I want to address this? After all the with school shootings we have today, back in '99 with Columbine, and a recent one in Texas, the death of two adults and 19 children, it has been affecting everyone. Now, I want to break the myth and the fact of PTSD. Who does PTSD affect? Well, let's go back to the myth of it. Is PTSD, it says, affect only people who served in the military or first responders, like in ambulance and police. Now is the case. PTSD affects everyone of this walk of life on this planet. PTSD is caused by anything that's traumatic to one's life or another person's life, and it causes stress. Now let's break this down. PTSD. P, which is post, meaning after the event that has happened. T, traumatic, meaning is drama that's a shock to the system that's hard to intake. It's like a systematic overload. S, which is stress, which induces into the spiritual and mental psyche of how one person handles situations. Indeed, a disorder that affects the person's mind and could cause mental illness. Now, PTSD was on the DSM-3 in 1980 by the American Psychiatric Association. Now, PTSD could be anything from a car accident, service in wartime. Oh yes, traumatic verbal and physical abuses. That's what PTSD is, and PTSD don't only happens there, but PTSD can actually happen in the workplace, like in brick and mortar. I mean, PTSD is everywhere. Now, the question today is, what's the number one factor that causes PTSD? The answer to that question is death. Death happens to us all. Death happens to everyone and affects everybody. In some point, a death of a loved one is known as PTSD. And we all go through it. We all go through what they call a flight or fight mechanism. What is that? Flight, you just you run away from it. You don't want to deal with it. Your mind goes into a defense mode, shut it down, and pretend it does not exist. But in actuality, the trauma is there, but is locked into that mental treasure box not to be opened unless a song, a memory, a scent, or someone looking like that person opens that Pandora's box up again. Now, the fight mechanism is you want to take the trauma head on, and you want to get well, that you want to get better. You want to move forward, because sometimes PTSD can make a person regress or stay stagnant. So this is end of part 1 of PTSD, the introduction segment. Now, part 2 of PTSD is how it affects people in the workplace. This is your boy KG from KG Television, signing off for now.